Hey everybody, Bearded CV82 here today with the CNG Tip of the week. This is something that plagued the truck for a little while and was a little bit pain in the ass to pinpoint, so I'll share it with you guys while it's still fresh in my mind. So pretty much what we had was one of our CNG trucks, like this guy right here, not this particular truck, but one of the other ones. Driver's side of the engine, like all other ECMs and everything else. Anyways, what was going on with the truck was we were having multiple misfires. Changed the plugs, and the plugs hadn't been all that old to begin with, which we've seen plugs go bad in the past, so no big deal there. And still continued to have the same problem. Oh, sorry for the shakiness, guys. Forgot my tripod today, so bear with me. But so pinned out the harness, the 3 cylinders we were having issues with, which was 2, 4, and 6. Actually, no, that's number 1. So 2, 4, and 6 were all misfiring. The engine itself was still running fine. There was no lag, but whenever it would pull hills or come under strain, the engine itself would set off the check engine light, and occasionally the stop engine light would come on as well. Not necessarily a good thing. So we had the continued issue. We brought the truck back in. We started rechecking all the coils. We checked the coils for continuity. We checked, from pin C down through the harness, pin A down through the harness, everything, and everything was showing good. And so we thought, well, it might be the ignition control module. One of our other shops in the past has changed them out. This guy right here is the ignition control module. This guy right here costs about $2,500. Well, a little less than that for what we get on our CNG parts. So I changed out the ignition control module, which was kind of a pain in the rear to get to, but just because of how far back the engine sits. In these guys, it's back towards the doghouse on the driver's side, and a little bit of stuff. So got to move some stuff out of the way, get to it. Overall, not too bad, just a little time consuming due to tight quarters. Next day, still comes in, still having issues. What the heck, right? So we knew that apparently changing out the box wasn't a problem. It was a brand new box. Everything else was good. And so very last thing on the checklist, open in the harness. We tested the harness. Harness was still good. We called Cummins. Luckily they had one. So I pulled this one out. Another guy went to go grab the harness, swapped out the harness. Haven't had an issue since. And it was right inside here. We had a small break in the wire right by where a bend was on the there was a zip tie there too. So while we were checking it, there wasn't any vibrations, any particular movement to cause a bad reading from our pins, from pin to pin, so to speak, on continuity. But just pulled the sheathing back and we found the worn wire. So anyways, just to give you guys a heads up, if you ever get something like that going on where you've got a constant misfire but the truck itself isn't acting up, this guy first. $200 harness versus $2,000 part. This, we've got it repaired for right now. It's going to be our temporary repair. We'll probably just wind up using it for parts later on, just for the clips on the ends here, because these do break. So until we get our other one that we've got on order in, if we need one, we've got one that we know we can at least use in the meantime. But it's something that we're going to start keeping on hand. So there's our CNG tip of the week. Thanks, guys.